Deep within the Monsterverse lore, there exists a titan that was found dead by Monarch in their work researching Godzilla and other monsters. This monster was originally slated to appear in 2019's King of the Monsters, but hasn't made an official live-action appearance just yet. Concept art reveals a lot from the titan, but the film's novelization goes a step further, apparently stating that the carcass was discovered frozen near the Arctic after being killed from a fatal wound tearing through its entire body. What's going on, guys? Hope you're all doing well. Now for today's video, I wanted to talk about one of the most mysterious titans or monsters in the new Godzilla Monsterverse. Now, the primary culprits for the death of a creature known only as Margygr have so far been listed as being either King Ghidorah, who was also uncovered frozen in the ice, or even the king of the monsters himself, Godzilla, who could have inflicted that devastating blow while his atomic breath that we often see utilized in the movies, used to specifically behead the last Muto in the first film. That's just one of the things that leads us to believe that Godzilla could be the culprit. I mean, that alone shows us that his atomic breath is definitely capable of ending another monster this way, so he's definitely a contender. Now, when it comes to the name of this mysterious dead monster, it apparently is called Margygr as an homage to traditions of mermaids found out at sea. But honestly, apart from this sole concept art of the monster's head being dissected and analyzed by Monarch from the development of King of the Monsters, there isn't really too many other clues to mention about it in regards to where it comes from or what it can do. We can see that it clearly looks like some sort of reptilian skull after being unthawed, and in my opinion, it resembles Monster X the most out of any other Toho creature that I could possibly think of. But there's still a lot of speculation to be had before a final verdict is given on its attributes and abilities. Now, Margygr's death is probably the most interesting thing fans have to discuss in relation to the series because it was clearly killed by another titanic monster. As far as I'm concerned, Godzilla is more than likely the culprit just by going off the intense burn marks that can be seen dissectingly cut across the monster's face. I think long ago, underneath the water, a massive battle had to have taken place beneath the depths and Godzilla wound up being victorious. We already know that the King of the Monsters is an apex predator, killing Ghidorah in the 2019 film and even putting Kong in his place in 2021. So this kind of behavior seems to be something that could easily be traced back to him, although there are other underwater titans that could equally be responsible. When it comes to anything else regarding the beast, it's really up in the air. Margygr is one of the most mysterious monsters in the entire Legendary series, and it's one that I think would be exceptionally interesting to see in live action. There's something about the skull-shaped face with a skeletal frame that just reminds me of something straight out of Doom, or better yet, the overall look. It's just surprisingly similar, especially in coloration, to that of Monster X like I mentioned before. Now, I personally don't think that's what this creature was based off of, but it's still fun to compare it to other monsters in the franchise. As far as the future for it goes, we may be able to see one of these creatures fight Godzilla or some other titan in an upcoming show or movie. With Monarch Legacy of Monsters and Godzilla x Kong The New Empire on the way, it might just get brought back up or elaborated on from the past if we're fortunate enough to have the creatives interested in expanding upon it. Or it could even show up in a side story or novel that the brand could work on. Honestly, it's cool designs like this that really get people interested in following the Godzilla stuff that's been coming out of America. At the same time, really cool designs like these are few and far between, and we rarely get to see them do anything but show up in concept art or on a monitor somewhere in the background of a movie. So in the future, Margygr or a member of her species would be perfect for that kind of expansion in the series. I don't know how they would do it, but just watching how the monster died, seeing its full body actually in motion fighting against Godzilla, Ghidorah, or someone else sounds excellent to me. And there is a very big gallery of creatures that you could also show off and have it contend with, and you don't even have to do a flashback sort of scenario. The Hollow Earth could be something that they could explore greatly in the future, and Margygr could very well be a creature that we see somewhere deep in that. But hey guys, those are all just my own thoughts and opinions on this monster. Do you think it's going to show up in any future Monsterverse material, or will it forever stay locked away in the novelization and concept art of King of the Monsters? Whatever your own thoughts and opinions happen to be, I'd love to hear all about them in the comments down below.